So now I'm going to show you a drill that we use to help build our stances and our balance and our strength in our lower body. The lower body is where all our strength and power comes from. Now in most martial arts, they'll have basic stances which you can use to do this as well. I'm going to show you the basics of what's called the horse stances and why they can be so powerful for you in stopping any attacker dead in his tracks. The first stance we're going to start with is called the full horse stance. So what you're doing basically is you're taking your feet nice and wide, toes pointed forward, knees slightly bent. This is what's considered a full horse stance. Some people also call it a neutral stance. The reason is because when you pivot into the right and left horse stance, those are actually your striking stances, and that's how you generate power. So this is the full horse stance, just like so. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pivot into a right horse stance. The way we do that is all we do is lock our back leg, move our body to the right, keeping our right knee bent. Now your stance is correct when you can not see your toe over your knee, your back leg is locked, your body facing in the direction over the top of your knee. This gives your body tremendous stability in a frontwards attack. Okay, the next stance we have is the left horse stance, and we do that by shifting and pivoting our body to the left side with our knee over our toe, our left knee over our toe, our back leg locked, and again we're standing in a direction right over the top of our left knee, and that's where we have the most stability. Now the reason these stances are so important to you is because that's how we generate power. See, if we're in a neutral stance here and we throw punches, it's just all arm punches or strikes. They're all arm strikes. However, if you pivot your body while you strike, you use the strength of the hips, the torque of the lower body to generate that power. In order to do that safely, I would recommend as you're moving from stance to stance to keep the weight on the balls of your feet as you go to turn, and then you're almost doing a dropping motion back into the next stance. So in other words, it looks like this. Boom, boom. Now, to generate power in the same way, by using our stances this way, you can see as I pivot, strike. You can see that the power generated from my shoulder is actually coming from the hip area. So again, I'm coming around that way to demonstrate a punch. Bam. Okay, so strike, 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 strike. You can see the pivoting motion of the hips. That's very crucial in generating your power, not only when you are punching and striking, but also when you're blocking. The next drill I'm going to show you is going to combine your stepping or your stances with the blocking I've already showed you. And in review, remember, this is an up windmill block, this is a down windmill block. In order to do this correctly, as an attacker throws a punch, you are, again, as I said before, you're shifting out into a 45-degree angle from his oncoming attack. So in other words, the punch comes this way, you're moving your head and your whole body out of the way. At the same time you do that, you're blocking the arm. So for example, if it's a right punch coming in, as I reviewed earlier, you're going to step, for example, use the up windmill block, you're going to step, block, okay? Step, block. So if this is my straight line here, I'm going to step out that way, block the arm, okay? Whatever block it happens to be. That happens to be the up windmill block. If I want to do the down windmill block, I'd just be stepping and doing the same thing. Blocking, okay? Blocking, just like so. So that's the down windmill block, okay? If you're doing the push block, you're still stepping out or in on a 45-degree angle and pushing the arm. Push, okay? Push, push. Okay? We also do that to the inside if the guy's coming in. Down windmill block, stepping and pivoting. Down windmill block, stepping and pivoting. Up windmill block, up windmill block, stepping and pivoting. Up windmill block, stepping and pivoting. Okay? So the drill I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do this. I'd like you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And do about 20, 10 on each arm. That would consist of the up windmill drill. The down windmill drill would be a little bit different. You'd be going like so. You'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you'll notice that I'm using my stances to create the power. I'm stepping, pivoting, and striking that arm. Stepping, pivoting, and striking that arm. Done in a smooth, controlled motion, it looks like this. Bam. Bam. Okay. Bam. Okay. So again, you're going to do 10 on each arm. That's going to warm you up, get your body comfortable with stepping and blocking in the way that I'm instructing you. This next drill is a perfect drill for warming up your arms and your shoulders to begin to do your blocking drill. So again, we're going to combine two drills. We're going to use the windmill drill and we're going to use the stances drill. So we're going to begin with the down windmills. So again, we're starting here. Remember on the blocking, we start with the shoulder. We pivot, bring the arm up parallel to the ground, 90-degree angle on the elbow, and then we come down with that. So here we go with the down windmill drill. As we do this, you can see that if I were to stop my fist at my face, the coinciding hand would be down to cover the groin. So this is the beginning of the drill in the full horse stance. Now if we pivot into a right horse stance, we're doing the same thing, only we're over the right knee into a right horse stance. And the same with the left horse stance. This is the down windmill drill. Okay? So the up windmill drill, very similar with the stances. The only thing is we're bringing our arm this way. Again, we're leading with the shoulder, bringing the elbow up so the lower arm is parallel with the ground, 90-degree angle on the elbow. Coming down, looks like this. And again, if I stop with my fist in front of my face, the other fist is going to be down by my groin. So this is our up windmill drill in a neutral stance. Now we're pivoting into a right horse stance, and then we're moving into a left horse stance. And that's how to combine the two drills.